My name is Anastasia D'Amico, and I'm a freshman at the University of Central Florida. I specifically remember on the first day of class dreading having to complete all these major projects listed on the syllabus over the course of the semester. I even considered switching to a different ENC 1102 class. After realizing this was silly, I sucked it up and then decided to make goals for myself. My goals were as simple as getting an A in the class and excelling in my writing when given difficult tasks. In particular, I wanted to expand my knowledge on different frameworks and how to properly cite texts. All of these were crucial in achieving an A to maintain my GPA, as well as gaining skills for the professional world. When the first task of deciding what to do research on came around, I then started to feel excited for the class because I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. I decided to focus my research on the community of Red Bull. Red Bull is a popular energy drink and is notorious for its ability to grant wings to its drinkers. To receive wings means to get that extra boost of energy by drinking the product that would not have been given without it. This brand hosts worldwide events such as F1 racing, skating, snowboarding, and surfing, while also sponsoring individuals such as top athletes, busy professionals, college students, and travelers. I chose this due to my fascination over the years with how a simple energy drink exploded in popularity and contains such a huge community of the most hardworking athletic individuals. In particular, I focused my research on how Red Bull composed their captions, chose their postings, and marketed their product in a way that grew their discourse community in a positive way each year. I studied the communication of Red Bull through their social media, athlete sponsorship, and marketing of Red Bull hosted events. John Swales, a highly accredited author, defines a discourse community as having a shared common goal and goes on to listing 6 characteristics that define a discourse community. I classified Red Bull as a discourse community because it does in fact meet John Swales' 6 characteristics he mentions in his writing. Sharing the common goal of product promotion allows for Red Bull to be the #1 energy drink everyone reaches for. Communication by ways of social media, having a unique and specific catchphrase, Red Bull gives you wings, and lastly, a society of changing members, whether it be athletes or workers that help Red Bull grow in a more positive and daredevilish way each and every year. Their proposal was the first major assignment to complete it in the class. I struggled some with this assignment. I didn't know if my arguments were strong enough and if they could be A-worthy. By the completion of the proposal project, I was able to make a conclusion of Red Bull influencing my city of Orlando in a positive way. By holding events in and around the area, as well as granting local business people with wings, the Orlando Red Bull community grew their Instagram each and every day just by their use of communication to market out their product. Once the grades were in for this project and the rubric was posted, I realized I did not do as well as I could have and knew that I just had to strive harder during the next major assignment. I decided to focus more on APA formatting and organization when starting my annotated bibliography, due to the comments I received by my professor. For example, it was mentioned that I should explain the readings and their connections to Red Bull more. I very much enjoyed the annotated bibliography task that was assigned after the proposal. It was not as tedious and required us to do research on a topic that would support our argument in the analysis. It was crucial that I made sure to organize my findings and correctly cite them in APA format. I found beneficial information such as Red Bull naming a soccer team after them and how that put limitations on their success in growing further. I also found that by observing the social media sites as primary research, I was able to conclude that without their use of communication through ways of writing to promote events, athletes, and the drink, many of their followers would not be able to understand the visuals they are posting, leading to unsuccessful marketing of the company. This assignment, once completed, proved to be, now looking back, the most successful. Receiving the grade I strived for, I felt that my goals were one step closer to being accomplished. Finally, it was time to put together all my findings and elaborate on them more in the analysis. Feeling hopeful, I made sure to stay on track while completing this assignment. Not procrastinating and making sure I was on top of everything really helped me to excel. I was able to justify my thesis of Red Bull growing in a positive direction each and every year through communication, whether it be images or through words. In specifics, I was able to recognize trends within social media through further observation. As an example, I was able to find that more people are interested in the lifestyle of Red Bull rather than the drink. They appreciate the motivation from a community of individuals who push them to accomplish their goals. In the analysis, I specifically focus on the framework of activity theory, which is simply looking at very specific aspects of context when considering the factors that affect and alter writing. By starting out focusing on the Red Bull Orlando Instagram page, I was able to see the impact they have on my city and that I had once overlooked. When moving on to the social media sites, I was able to find patterns in writing that lured in readers. Lastly, by observing the athletes sponsored by Red Bull, I was able to see who in fact Red Bull looks for to be the face of their much-loved brand. Each specific aspect that formed the activity theory helped to strengthen my claim of Red Bull growing in a positive direction, while also helping to achieve my goal of learning a different framework to apply to my research. After completing the key components of the analysis, we then went under peer review. This is my time to help others while also having others help me. I received comments such as having a strong introduction but needing to remember to elaborate more on existing research to help the audience better understand my argument and reasons behind it. Once the writing aspect of the assignment was done, I put on the finishing touches. I included primary colors because those are the colors Red Bull revolves their account around. I added visuals that help the audience to better understand the message Red Bull is trying to communicate with its followers. In conclusion, I believe that as of now, I have successfully met all of my goals. I feel very proud of myself because looking back, I did not think I would have made it this far while also taking with me writing skills I did not expect to gain. I learned how to effectively argue a thesis while providing useful information that backed up my argument. I also learned what APA style was and how to apply it in papers, which is something I know I can take with me through years to come in college.